شكرا نانوبود اليوم.
من بالعيد. أي بلاصة خير.
Some of the best conversations happen when you least expect them. So today we thought, why not take this podcast outside? No studio, no scripts, just fresh air, good company, and real conversations. So grab a cup of tea, get comfortable, and welcome to the third episode of Nanopod. But finally, I can say, welcome to the very first episode of Nanopod Junior, where ideas flow as freely as the breeze. Joining me today are two amazing guests. First, we have Ella, second year medical student at Ziania and a good high graded student in the baccalaureate exam. Ella, welcome.
Welcome.
How are you feeling today?
I'm feeling great. Thanks for the invitation.
You're welcome.
I truly hope it would be a beneficial podcast, but also entertaining, something that reflects our youth.
Yeah, inshallah. Our second guest is also a second year student, but at the National Higher School of Nanoscience and Nanotechnology. So practically, he's at his home in here. Also, one of our best programmers in here, Abdelhadi Bouziani. Welcome.
Thank you for having me.
You're welcome. So, since we're settled in, let's get into it. We have a future doctor and a future nanotechnologist in here with us today. So, it's a perfect setup to know more about the connection between nanotechnology and medicine. Let's start with you, Ella. When you hear the word nanotechnology, what comes first to your mind?
Super tiny particles. That's what comes to my mind.
Okay, but do you think that nanotechnology is going to be like a very important part of medicine, or you see it more as a tool?
For now, I see it more as a tool. Of course, because I'm a student, I don't truly have a look on what's going on.
Yeah.
But I believe with development, it could become...
Everything can happen.
Everything can happen.
Yeah.
You said it.
Let's go back to you, Abdelhadi. From a nanotechnology background, how can you describe the relation between nanotechnology and medicine?
It's the description between a discipline and a tool. Because really, at the end of the day, nanotechnology, well, while it has direct applications, these applications are really tied in with the discipline or science that you're applying them in. They're fundamentally reliant on the context of the application. So I would consider nanotechnology as a fundamental tool in the future, of course, as a fundamental tool in medicine.
How can we use nanotechnology in medicine? I mean, can you mention some applications?
Of course. The applications of nanotechnology in medicine can generally be divided into two categories:
Okay.
therapeutic and diagnostic. Therapeutic applications are when you use nanotechnology to, improve your drugs, improve your
Medicines, yeah.
to better target the specific disease, the specific organ, to make it more efficient, to make it more precise, to have less side effects, and so on.
Yeah.
And diagnostic applications where you're trying to make your diagnosis tools better, more precise.
Yeah, like MRI.
Yeah.
And such things. If I asked you, what is the application that you think it would really revolutionize medicine in the near future? What would it be?
Good question. I would think that, from my limited knowledge, of course, I would think that drug delivery is really the big thing that researchers
I would
are
say
working on.
the same thing.
Drug delivery is the biggest thing that researchers are working on.
Yeah.
When you have a lot of room for nanotechnology to improve the technology of how do you get this specific drug to this specific cell in this specific organ.
Yeah. So let's go to Ella. Ella, from a medical standpoint, have you come across drug delivery in your studies? And if yes, what do you think about it? I mean, can you explain more?
Of course. Well, from a medical perspective, as you said, first, when a patient takes a medication, it truly spreads throughout the entire system, throughout the entire body. It could be absorbed by different tissues, organs, cells, even the ones that are not the target. Okay, what makes doctors increase the drugs dose,
Yeah.
also increases side effects and a lot of other problems and diseases. Nanotechnology addresses this problem by increasing the
Precision, I guess.
exactly the precision of drug transport.
Yeah.
And so doctors could reduce doses, making the therapy more efficient, more safe, and so on.
So, as many of us know that drug delivery relies heavily on the use of nanoparticles. So, Abdulhadi, can you give me a short definition of what is a nanoparticle and why is it this important?
Indeed, a nanoparticle is a particle that lies in the range between 1 nanometer, 10 to the minus
One.
9 meter, and 1 micrometer, 10 to the minus 6 meter. So, ranging around 1 to 100 or hundreds, rather, of nanometers.
Yeah.
And the reason nanoparticles are so prevalent in medicine and research is because when you're manipulating materials and drugs at the actual nanometer scale, you're almost manipulating, or rather, most often directly manipulating atoms and molecules directly, which allows you to affect the actual reactions, the actual mechanisms involved in delivering the drug or in targeting a specific cell or disease more directly instead of having to design a material at the microscopic scale and having to rely on the inherent properties of that material to carry out the effect you are desiring.
Yeah, I got it. So we've talked about the relation between nanotechnology and medicine, nanoparticles, drug delivery, and such things. But with any new technology, there are always some risks and concerns. So, Ella, from a medical perspective, um, are there any risks concerning the use of nanotechnology in medicine, uh, safety, ethical, and such things?
Well, actually, there haven't been any um, huge or important or very harmful accident reported, but we can name one example in animal studies. Toxicity of carbon-based nanoparticles. Scientists are worried about that. What makes the study more careful, let's say. Other than that, well, we can cite unknown further.
Maybe we didn't discover them yet.
Yes, and we can't know its, how can I say that, effect on nature.
Oh, yeah.
Also, it's costly.
Yeah.
For people. Not every single human being can use
afford
drug
this.
delivery or
Yeah,
something.
yeah,
Yes.
yeah, I get it.
Not everyone can afford it.
I guess it's normal because with any new technology, as I said before, there are always some difficulties. I mean, like long-term studies, side effects, and such things. But Abdelhadi, what do you think? Like, if someone asks you after 10 years, do you see that we would overcome these risks, or you see that certain are more challenging and need much longer? I mean,
Well, as with any other science, it really depends,
yeah,
I think that it's not different from any science we've had in the past. It's a matter of trial and error where you're studying the specific nanotechnology you're applying and you see its potential risks, you study them, you test them out, and slowly over time you can eliminate them until you have a safe product.
yeah, as like with any other.
Indeed.
Yeah, exactly. So now let's take a step back from all the science and technology, because uni life is not just about academics, right? So it's about challenges, experiences, and people, of course. Let's start with you, Ella. Okay. How is your environment in your university? Was it what you expected when you came first?
I had no expectations.
Really?
I had no expectations. I've heard that not everything is like the movies, so I preferred not having hope.
Yeah.
Okay,
How did you find it when you first joined?
I liked it. I didn't have a lot of friends, of course. I only had two, but we didn't meet because we were in different sections. And so I decided to have new friends. I was like, okay, it's a new year. It's
Yeah.
a new step in my life.
And
Of
you
course, I'm
like-
gonna be some more social, let's say. And yeah, now I can remember
You started enjoying it.
100
guess.
people that I know.
Yeah, yeah.
I'm sort of enjoying it
Yeah, I guess at first everything seems hard, new, weird.
Challenging.
But with time, I guess you'll enjoy the vibe.
Yeah,
you say.
I believe that I have 7 years to study,
Yeah.
and so I would truly like to live it.
Yeah.
Okay,
it
not
is
just skip it, not just always be stressed about exams, stressed about what's coming or what specialty I'm
true.
gonna
Yeah.
choose. I just want to enjoy it for now,
Just live it in.
because then I'm gonna see people dying.
Yeah.
I'm gonna see people dying. I don't want to think about that.
Okay.
Let's just enjoy it.
Okay. Abdulhadi, what about you? How is the environment in your school? People, colleagues? How is it?
Uh, Compared to high school, at least, you know, in high school, it's pretty much random people.
Yeah.
Not in the sense that whether you're familiar with them or not, because most often the people you study with,
They
at
don't-
least include for a large proportion of the people, like that living around you, you know,
Yeah.
people that you actually know and meet on a daily basis. But in terms of their interests,
Not the same interest.
Yeah.
Yeah, different.
most often you won't find people you can really connect with.
Yeah.
But in university, you come here and suddenly everyone is interested in science.
Yeah.
Everyone that applied here is at least looking to learn something. Perhaps not looking to continue all the way, go to have a PhD or something, but at least for the short term, that is the 5 years you study for, they are looking to, you know, develop their skills or learn something or make a change in their lives in terms of what they know.
So you feel like they have the same vibe, the same mentality, such thing.
Not always, but
Majority, sometimes.
You
yeah,
feel like you're around your own people.
Yeah, exactly.
exactly.
You feel like
Yeah.
you're involved, you're accepted.
Yeah,
Maybe in high school, some people see you like autists or high school mentality, but now you feel like you're involved.
yeah. You can really feel like you can belong.
Yeah, exactly. Belonging is such, I guess, a beautiful feeling. Speaking of people, some say that university is where you make lifelong friends. Some says they say it's more classmates and colleagues, just like this. What do you think?
I think it's a little bit of both.
Yeah.
Most people, you're not gonna get that much into their lives, you know.
Yeah.
You know their name, you handshake them in the morning, and that's about it. But some other people,
You feel like they're family somehow.
yeah, you can really connect to some people.
Yeah.
So it is a little bit of both.
Yeah. What about professors? Like, let's go back to you, Anna.
Mhm.
Some can be like super supportive, but others can be, let's say, challenging. Did you have like some experiences, good or bad,
You mean experiences
with teachers?
with teachers?
Yeah.
Well, I had one thing that marked me. Okay. We were back in October, and we were studying about cardiovascular unit. I think that was lungs lesson. I don't truly remember, but I remember a girl fainting because of the lack of oxygen. And since all our teachers are already doctors, okay, the teacher was like explaining her lesson, and then she turned around and she looked at the students being all afraid and stuff and stressed. She was like, okay, of course it's my favorite one, my favorite teacher.
Favorite teacher.
It felt like seeing her in action. She turned around, she was like, okay, make space, what's happening?
So it's not the teacher anymore, it's the doctor. Say hello.
Exactly, it was so exciting. Okay,
Movie.
yeah, I didn't choose medicine because I wanted to sit in front of a patient and ask them what's going on with you.
Yeah.
I chose it for research. And of course, because I don't see myself in any other field. And so I've always had doubts. Is it my place? Is it where I belong? Do I truly like what I'm studying? So after seeing that,
So it's because of that teacher that
after
you're
seeing-
confident now.
yes, that I was like, okay, it's my place.
That's
I would
what I
truly like to see someone fainting, having a lot of potential causes, and choosing the right one to help that person breathe again. That's one of the experiences that
Okay.
happens.
So, as many of us know, especially from medicine and nanotechnology, our fields are kind of stressful. So, my question is, how can you deal with such things? And do you even have time for hobbies and, these kind of things?
Well, our schedule is really tight.
Yeah.
We study like 10 hours a day, I think. So, on most days, all you're gonna have time for is just having dinner and then sleeping.
Your routine, yes.
Yeah. Basically, just enough to live.
Yeah.
But-
That's a good explanation.
Yeah. But I think I still had plenty of time to practice some hobbies. It can be tiring at times, but at other times it's quite chill, I would
But we
say.
also have three days.
Yeah, we do have 3 free days. That gives you a lot of space to
Yeah.
do your own things.
For hobbies, can you mention like one or two hobbies that you practice?
Regularly.
Or at least like once or twice a month or something?
I've been doing club projects,
Mm-hmm.
which involves a lot of IT stuff. So
I told you, one of our best programmers.
doubts, but okay.
Okay.
And I've been learning to code a little bit more. I played some video games, not much actually.
Mhm.
That's about it.
Okay. What about you, Ella? How do you spend the days in university? How can you deal with stress?
So
So I believe like everyone should have something to escape from the reality that there's so much to do in a very short amount of time.
okay, so as you know, in second year at least, we take exams every month and
Really?
a half. Yeah, every month and every month and a half.
That's a lot.
It's truly stressful. At least it's not like first year because we had plenty of time. Okay, and I'm a human being who has a lot of hobbies. Okay. When I first started studying medicine, people started telling me that you need now to stop what you do
I
and
feel
only
you.
and
I've been
only
in here.
focus on your studies.
Grinding.
I've been in here before.
You're gonna save lives. What are you doing? And I don't
Don't
know
waste
what.
your time.
And I refuse that. Okay, because I see, as you said, it's my way to escape that stress from studies. Because if I spend my whole day only retaining informations, only, I don't know, going to school and then going back home and then studying at home, I would die.
Even hard working is not enough. You have to live. You have to
Exactly.
see.
You have to grow as a
experience.
person.
Yeah, exactly. Like if you finish university and you only know how to write and how to study, like it's not gonna be beneficial in the
Yeah.
real world.
That's what I used to say. I'm not gonna finish 7 years with only a diploma.
Diploma,
Medicine.
exactly.
I don't want that. So
You need some soft skills and such things.
yeah. So they say you need to sacrifice something. I sacrificed time. No, I
Not
sacrificed.
time. I was like,
I sacrificed rest.
yeah.
I still practice my piano regularly. I still go to horse riding. I used to practice karate and now I started kickboxing.
Mhm.
It's a new field. I don't know what I'm doing there,
is
but I'm just
good.
doing
It
it.
is good.
Other than that, I sometimes paint. Sometimes I like singing and writing songs, even though no human being ever heard me.
I agree with
Singing.
you in everything, only painting. I'm really bad at this thing.
Really, I can teach you sometime.
Okay.
All right, reading books and stuff. I sacrificed rest. Yeah. Now I don't sleep 8 hours. I sleep 6 or 7.
It
I
is
don't
okay.
sleep 8 hours. It's traumatizing, but yeah.
You're a doctor. You should not say that. You have to sleep 8 hours. That's what doctor says.
This
Actually,
is not
7
legal
and-
advice.
Yes.
7.5 or 9. To be precise, it's 7.5 or 9.
I'm
Not
a doctor.
8.
Okay.
Not 8. Yeah,
That's
8 is a myth. Seven,
Okay.
7.5 or 9 is enough.
Okay. As I said before, the university life isn't just about academics. It's about experiences, such thing. If I ask you to tell me one story that affected you as a person or as a student that happened in the university, it just changed your mentality or your way of thinking or anything like this.
At university.
Like a story that changed something in you.
Well, there was a period in my life that I was struggling financially. I was doing really bad, and my wallet was completely empty most of the time.
Okay.
And at some point, people
Mhm.
caught on rather, and I received a lot of donations out of nowhere.
Perfect.
That actually made me realize that
Alhamdulillah.
yeah, there is a community. We have a vibrant community here. People are a lot more connected than you think.
I told you. I feel like sometimes we feel like we're family, even when there are some people that you don't like, you don't really like them
Yeah,
so much or
yeah.
something. But when something happens, you always find them by your side.
And even if they're strangers, there is some sort of connection there.
Yes, Always.
Indeed.
Yeah. What about you, Ella? Do you have a story that marks you?
That was the one with the teacher.
Really?
Yeah, because she's my favorite teacher. I don't know, I feel like she's a doctor, okay? I feel like she's
The
a
definition of a doctor.
Exactly. I don't see her only as my teacher. There are some other teachers that I only see as someone who's here to teach me something, and that's it. I
Maybe
see
you
her
see her
more
as
as
an
a
idol?
doctor. Yeah, as an idol.
Okay.
I'd say.
So you wanna be like her?
I wouldn't say no. Okay, because she finished medicine, her 7 years, then started studying. She chose cardiology, I think.
Mhm.
Yeah, as a specialty. Then she started studying AI.
Really?
Exactly. And I want to be like her.
Okay.
And I want to be like her.
Perfect match. So what's her name? Maybe we'll give her a shout out.
Private?
God. That was funny. I actually forgot her name. We're sorry. We're sorry. For this. I forgot her name. It is okay. The most important.
It's fine.
Maybe she will watch this one day.
She'll
will
know herself.
Yeah, she'll know herself.
Of course she will.
Okay. So before we wrap up, let's play a little game. Sorry. So you're gonna say a word, and then the last letter you should begin with the last letter from that word, and the word should be from like nanotechnology theme,
Science, material science.
science, medicine, such things. Okay, let's
All
start.
right. Body.
Yttrium.
Molecules.
Cytology.
So C.
No, it's what?
Cytology.
SCIT.
No, I mean cytology begins with a C.
No, it begins with an S.
Really?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure.
I always thought that it
Cytology.
was a C.
Cytology. No, it starts with a C.
With a
Starts with
C.
a C?
Cytology with a C.
Okay.
I know it's in French.
Fine, science.
Yes.
Sorry.
Has the backup.
Epiderm.
Last letter?
I'm watching like this.
E.
A. Excitation.
Um, Neuron.
Yeah. Thank you. I love you. Neurons.
You're not playing.
Sorry. I just have neuron.
Nano-
Girls team, I know.
nanotechnology.
Yeah. Why? I could not help anymore. He's gonna be mad at me now.
I don't think there is anything in medicine that starts with
Why? Okay. I think we have a winner in here.
We do have a winner.
No,
We do
try.
have an-
You have 10 seconds more. Change the word. Made it.
Everything that is in my mind is like year, yellow.
It is true. I can find anything else.
No, I don't think there is.
Can you help her? Do you have something in
Congrats.
mind with the Y?
Yolk. Egg yolk.
Consider
Close
that.
enough.
Yeah, you can consider it. So we have a winner.
We do have a winner.
We have a winner in here. So I guess that was the game. It was such an inspiring and insightful conversation. I hope our listeners enjoyed it as much as we did. Science and innovation are built on collaboration, and today's discussion showed just how connected nanotechnology and medicine truly are. So before we wrap up, I'll leave you with one thought. Future isn't just about discovering new things, it's about understanding how they come together to create something greater. So thank you, Ella and Abdel Hadi, for sharing your perspective, for sharing your amazing perspective, And I guess to everyone, stay curious, stay passionate, and we'll see you in the next episode of Nanopod. Goodbye.
Goodbye.